my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. So as you can tell, I have my pet rabbit with me today. Her name is Holly. She's currently enjoying licking my hand. And today we'll be answering some questions for you guys based on pets and animals in general. So let's get started. So the first question is, how did your pet get its name? Well, at first, when we first got Holly, we originally thought that she was a boy, so we were going to call her Ollie, but we took her to the vets and found out that she was actually a girl, and we were like, okay, we need to think of a girl's name now, and we're like, you know what, Holly rhymes with Ollie, so it just makes sense just to call her Holly. So that's the name we went with, but it was a good way of naming a pet, I guess, just rhyming it with the other name that you thought of giving it. So yeah, the next one is, how old is your pet? Holly is 9 years old. I had her since I was 7, I guess, because we got her before she was 1, I think. Because when we first got her, she was like full on fluffy. She was literally a fluff ball. She still is, but you know, she's getting old, bless her. So the next question is, how many pets have you had, and can you remember their names? So I've had about 7 pets, but I'm not sure if I was even born when my family had them, but I'm still going to include them anyway. So we had a guinea pig called Sooty, we had a rabbit called Peter, we then had a hamster called Ginger, which I just about remember. Then we had 2 twin brothers, they were hamsters, and their names were Prince and Charming, so we always had a laugh over their names. And then we had 2 rabbits that were sisters. One of them was Holly and the other one was called Poppy. So yeah, next question is, what's your favourite memory of your pet? My favourite memory of Holly is when me and my family used to have picnics in the garden just to have some nice social family time, and instead of putting her in the run to hop around, we just let her run about whilst we were eating our food outside on the picnic mat, and she just ran around. She just ran on the picnic mat in between all of us that were eating, and she just looked like that she was having fun, and it was nice to see. So the next question is, what's the best name for a pet and why? Okay, so if I had a cat, I would probably call it Kit Kat, because I think that's quite a cute name for a cat. And then for a guinea pig or a hamster, I'll call them Pixel, because they're quite small pets, so that would make sense if I called them Pixel. For a rabbit, I would call them Flopsy, because it is quite a common name for a rabbit, I guess. But it's still a cute name for a rabbit, especially if I had got one of those rabbits that actually had those floppy ears, then that would even be better, because that would be much more cuter. If I had a dog, I would call it Buddy, but Bud for short, because you know, dogs are a man's best friend. Okay, so the next question is, what is the funniest or worst thing that your pet has done? The funniest thing that my pet has done was when we were giving her some treats, and we had the packet in one hand and the treat in the other, and she literally just hopped over, ignored the treat, and just came over and snatched the packet with her teeth, and then she was just flinging it around, which was quite funny to see, because she was just playing around, despite the fact that we had to pick up all the treats afterwards, but it was nice to see her having fun. So the next question is, what's your ideal pet when you leave home? I think when I leave home, I would like to get a dog. Sorry, Holly, but I guess it's because I never had a dog, so it would be nice to have a dog, because I've always wanted a dog, because I've always found them so cute and fun to play with. Holly's still fun to play with, but she's getting old. Huh? Yeah, I love you too. So yeah, I would get a dog, and I guess I'll call it Buddy. So the next question is, what is the worst pet that your parents could buy? Ooh, let's just say I would hate to have a tarantula or a snake as a pet, because you can get them as a pet, because I don't think I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that I'm having them in the house. So yeah. Next question is, what is your pet's talent? Okay, well, once we put her on the piano and she could actually play it, but not very well. She can at least play a note. But yeah, she started hopping along the piano and she started making a lot of noise, and we were like, yeah, okay, that's enough. Okay, the next question is, what's your 4 favourite animals? My 4 favourite animals? I'm a big fan of birds, but if I was to pick one kind of bird, my favourite bird would be a hummingbird, because I like the way they fly, because it just seems so peaceful and graceful. My second favourite animal would probably be an otter, because they're quite cute. A third one would be a polar bear, because they just seem so cuddly. And then last one will probably be an elephant, because I've always wanted to go to Africa and see the wildlife, and an elephant will be one of them. Those animals are probably not in order of what's my most favourite one, but they're the ones that I could think of at the top of my head. So yeah. So the next question is, what animal related superhero would you be? Ooh, okay, let's think of some superheroes. So you have Batman, you have Catwoman, you technically have Aquaman, because he speaks to fish, so I guess he's kind of an animal related superhero. And then you have Spider-Man, you have Ant-Man, you have the Wasp, you have Black Panther, you have technically Wolverine and technically Mantis, I guess, from Guardians of the Galaxy. It'll be quite cool to be Ant-Man, because you get to shrink, and that'd be quite cool. But I think I'll probably go with Spider-Man, because he's always been my favourite kind of superhero, well, one of them anyway. Because I just like how he kind of brings a bit of fun to his fights, because he likes being a bit sarcastic now and then, and also I like his powers in general. So yeah, I'll be Spider-Man, or Spider-Woman. So yeah. Next question is, what animal would you like to swim with? Ooh. The animal that I would like to swim with is a dolphin, I guess, or whales. You can swim with sharks, but I would rather swim with a dolphin than a shark. So yeah, I would mainly swim with a dolphin, but if I got the chance to swim with whales, then count me in. So yeah. Next question is, if you would be an animal for a day, which animal would you be? Ooh. I would be a dolphin. Because I don't know. I would just be a dolphin, because it'll be fun just to explore the underwater world, I guess. So yeah, dolphins are, I guess, one of my favourite animals as well. But they're not right at the top of the list, but it'll be interesting to be one for a day. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is, which animal would you most likely want to see in the wild? Ooh, okay. I would like to see an elephant, because like I said before, it would be cool to go to Africa and see them in the wild. And then another animal that I would want to see in the wild, that's not an elephant, is penguins, because I like how they just huddle together in the cold weather and keep each other warm, because that's just shows how much of a family they are and how they look after each other, kind of thing, because they work together to keep each other warm. And I just like that kind of idea, and it'll be quite cool just to see a bunch of them huddling up, despite the cold weather. So I went from a hot place to a cold place with that. So yeah. So the last question is, what animal are you most concerned about in the wild? There are a lot of animals I'm concerned about, because there's lots of animals currently being hunted. But I think the ones that I can think of at the top of my head would be an elephant, not because they're my favourite animal, but because they are hunted for their tusks. And then you have white rhinos that are hunted for their horns, and then you have animals like snow leopards that are hunted for their fur. So yeah, I'll be concerned for them, because yeah, they're animals, but they still have a life just like us humans, and they deserve to be treated better. And I'm a big animal fan, so yeah. But yeah, it's something, when we see adverts on the TV with the charities that support these animals that are being hunted, we can't just ignore it. We need to at least think about it and think, how would you feel if, instead of being human, you were that animal and you were being hunted? I would be scared. I just wouldn't know what to do, because I would have never been in that situation before, you know? So yeah, it's quite a touchy subject, if you're an animal lover. So yeah. So on that note, I will end the video here, and it's a goodbye from me and Holly, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Okay guys, I forgot to mention this in the video, so I'll mention it now. So if you guys have any animal charities in mind, I would love it if you guys commented them down below, so then people are made aware of those charities, so then they can help with supporting them by making a donation, or by giving them the money that is required. So like when you get those animal adverts on TV, they ask for a certain amount of money a month. So just, this is my way of making people more aware that the animal kingdom is in danger of extinction and they need our help. So that's all from me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.